Alright, so let's talk about the swap nodes in peer. So give you a linked list and then swap every 2 adjacent nodes and return its head. So this is pretty straightforward. So whatever you need to do, right? Like you need to create a dummy head and then just point at the head, and then when you want to return, right? So this is going to be a new head, right? So you just have to return dummy.next, right? So dummy.next will be the return value, because your beginning head and then the new head is not the same, right? So this is the idea, right? You need a dummy.head. Alright, so again, this is going to be hard to keep track of it, right? So again, so our original, right? So this is dummy.head, and I'll point at here, right? So I'm going to swap every two adjacent nodes. So I'm going to swap these two, right? And then after after I swap, right, I need to swap the next two, right? So this is a peer, and this is another peer, right? So what you actually need to do is this, like you need a current pointer, and then the previous pointer. So this color does not look good. So maybe this one, no. Alright, so you get the idea, right? So you need two pointer. One is P as previous, and then C as current, right? So you need to use these two pointers to keep track of the next pointer and then the current head. I mean current node and the previous node. So I'm going to just redraw again. So this is going to be dummy, right? Dummy the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then initially you will just point at this, right? And then whatever you do, right? Whatever you do, the 2 will be the what? The 2 will be a new head, right? So in the beginning, I'm going to just say dummy next to what? To 2. But the problem is what? I don't want to change my dummy next. My dummy next is always point at head. So I need a previous one, the previous node and the current node, right? So this is how I need to allocate, right? So current node will start from head. So start from head, and then previous node will start from dummy, and I'm going to say previous next to current next, right? Let me just draw it. So previous next. Let me do this above. Previous next equal to current next, right? So this is how I know, like for every single time I need to I need to swap, right? Swap my next pointer. So previous next equal to current next, right? All right. So this is the first step. So the second step is what? This color. So the second step is going to be what? I need to change. So previous next is going to get rid of it, right? So I need to change my what? Previous next to here, right? I mean previous next to here, and then current next. Give me just one more second. Let me just draw what I need. So again, so you need to change your pointer from 2 to 1, and then from 1 to 3, and then you need to move the current to here, right? So this is the plan, right? So we already finished the first step, right? And then now this is going to be a second step. How do I actually change the current next to 3, right? So again, we already allocate what the previous next to 2, right? So current next is at this node, right? It's going to be what? Previous next to next. So current will point at this, right? Next to next, right? So now I get rid of this, right? So again, I haven't finished because what? Because I need to change the pointer for this one, right? So so I need to change this one, right? So previous next. So I'm pointing at this one, right? I need to change to what? Change to current, right? So change to current. So I get rid of this. Okay, now I need to reallocate my current and previous, right? Previous and current. So current should be here, right? Current should be here, but how about the previous? So once you swap, this is going to be the diagram, right? So I'm still here, right? Previous and current, right? And then I need to change my current right over here, right? And then the previous, and the previous be here, right? So I already know my current is at 1, and this is how my previous need to be, right? So just say previous equal to current, right? How about the current? Current just can be current.next, right? And this is the entire loop condition. I mean the yes, loop condition. And then for the statement, for the loop statement, I just have to check, does the current equal to no, or does the current.next equal to no? So this is pretty much the solution. So again, so every single time you swap, right? So you swap, so 4, 3, and then you just change another pair. So every single time, current will be the new head of the pair, and then previous one will be the previous one of the current, right? So let's start coding. So for the base case, if head equal to no, or head.next is equal to no, I can just return what? Return head, right? So for the head equal to no, right? Return no. For the head.next equal to no, you only have one element inside the linked list, so head.next is definitely no. So I will just return head. Right, so let's start doing the dummy. List no dummy equal to what? New list node, right? So you create an empty list node. And I'm going to just create another one, previous one, equal to dummy, right? And I need the current one equal to what? Equal to head, right? And I point my previous next equal to what? Head.next, which is current.next, right? In this case, so while current.next, while current is not known, and current.next is not known, this is a condition. Right. So if you still remember the diagram, you need to what? Basically, you need to change the previous.next first, current.next, and then current.next equal to current previous.next to next, sorry, previous.next to next, and then previous.next to next equal to current, right? And then previous equal to current, and then current equal to current.next, and at the end you just return dummy.next, right? So okay, so again I made a mistake, so I need to change my dummy to what? To head.next. Well, I mean, which is current.next, right? So this is the typo that I made, and didn't replace. All right, so this should be the solution. So let me run it and try again. All right, submit. All right, so this is the idea, right? And then I'm going to just talk about time and space. For the space, probably is constant, right? I only allocate a temporary node, and for the time, you need to traverse every single list node in a linked list. So this is all of n. So time is all of n, and space is what? Constant, all of 1. And this is a solution, and I'll see you next time. Bye.